Hey, Steve, it looks like the science chat was disconnected.
Are we ready for an introduction to the science today?
For sure. I'd say so.
Okay, should I do it now?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Good morning, everybody, whoever's listening in. We had a delayed launch this morning due to some wind, which eventually died back a bit. So now we're in the water over San Juan Seamount. It's the westernmost site that we're going to visit. Not exactly sure how far offshore, I think about 150 miles off of Southern California. We will be diving on this seamount to look for mainly ferromanganese crusts, what we think is there, and to characterize the biological communities associated with those crusts. Our plan is to arrive mid-flank on the seamount, about 1,130 meters, and work our way up towards the summit. We will be deploying a series of colonization experiments shortly after we arrive on the bottom. And these experiments include blocks of Douglas fir wood and carbonate rock, some rock we collected yesterday, which turned out to be sedimentary, and a basket full of different kinds of animal bones. And our goal is really to understand what the substrate preferences are for animals settling onto these different surfaces. We know there are specialists that eat mainly wood or affiliate with wood. We know there are specialists that prefer bone. And rock often has different fauna. We hope to be back next September to recover these experiments. So we'll be deploying them near the start of the dive and then probably halfway through the dive. We will be looking for areas to core sediments. There might be a flat spot in the middle of the dive track that allows us to do that, but largely we expect to be on rocky ground. Kira, do you want to say anything else about the rocks? Or?
Sure. If you tuned in yesterday, we were in these bank deposits a little bit closer inshore that were where phosphorite was the main substrate, but today we're hoping on these exposed outcrops on this big, really big underwater mountain we call seamounts. We're hoping that we'll see some nice thick ferromanganese crusts and lots of interesting biology in these exposed faces where the sedimentation rate is lower. So they should be black and bubbly and great. I'm really excited to see what we find.
And we will be looking for corals, gorgonians, sponges, or any other big animals that might have associated microbes with interesting biopharmaceutical potential. So that's Paul Jensen's part of the project, and we got a lot of different kinds of sponges yesterday, so we're hopeful we will today as well.
Can I ask a question about the experiments, the colonization experiments?
Sure.
So I'm guessing these are fairly small pieces of wood or stone rock?
Right. Yeah, they are.
Is there anything else that you plan to deploy to help find them later?
Well, we have a station marker going out with syntactic foam that floats up just about a meter up off the bottom.
That's great, okay.
And it should be reflective, and then we have, hopefully we'll have really accurate position.
Well, starting at 1,000 meters, there's some offset to the positioning. It shouldn't be terrible, but on our side, we'll be very careful to make note of the depth, because that's always your best, most reliable. And I would suggest you get lots of screen captures and try and get screen captures that include perspective to help you find it. But the float should be really helpful.
Good suggestions. Thank you.
Yep. So if anybody had not seen the planned dive, I kind of have HiPAC zoomed out, and I'm going to turn off the background map so you can see where the targets are. So we're down here. We're going to be moving up this little slope, flattens out a little bit, and then we're moving over this way to the next part of the seamount, is my understanding. Is that correct?
Yes.
And then
correct.
Looking at bathy. So again, there's the top of the seamount where we hope to end up. It's where we're starting with this first slope. And let's take a look at the slopes. So we're hoping to hit some high slope in the first part of our transects, and then also Nice slopey bits over here too.
Yeah, it's a 1,400 meter track. We only managed to go, I guess, 1,200 meters yesterday, so we'll see if we manage the whole thing. But
Yeah.
we'll give it a try.
I hope you do. I want to see the top of it.
So do we.
Well, that's for this afternoon watch.
Well, as long as I get to see it from somewhere. I don't want us to get to this flat part and be like, oh, gotta come up. That's not fun.
Well, tell us about timing today. Do we have to, I mean, high probability we won't make it to the summit if we come up at 3:45. Like
I have
yesterday.
not got the word yet from the expedition leader, but when I am updated, if you haven't heard first, I'll let you know. And if you hear anything, please let me know.
So what kind of dive we have tomorrow? What are you doing tomorrow?
That
Good question. I don't know.
is a good question. We have to think about it. We have one of our sites that's closed after November 31st, way down south. I honestly don't think we have time to transit there. That was one of tomorrow's options.
After November 1st, the one, which was that Blake?
It was site 8,
Knoll?
right?
Yeah.
It was closed starting, did I say November? I meant after October 31st, it's closed, right? And otherwise, we have to discuss whether we want to go back to the Pantanus Department, cover our site 3, which would be very similar to yesterday's dive, or go down to site 5. Let's think about that. Site 5, which we aborted on the first day, or site 6.
Oh, right. So site 5 when we got the quick Argus view.
Yeah.
Yep.
Are we deploying more colonization experiments tomorrow, Lisa?
Not tomorrow. Towards the end of the cruise we will be. When
Okay.
we're inshore, we're going to pick a site that is probably 100 miles, inshore from San Juan, one of our later sites. So yes, we will need to prep
Yeah,
all
more
of
prep.
those. I like the slope maps.
You like the slope map? I could hear you now. I can't hear you.
It's a new way of looking
Oh,
for us, the
Yep.
slope map. Something we can't generate at at home.
oh, I'm sure you could.
It's and it's very helpful
Yeah.
in trying to decide where we're likely to find what we are looking for.
Yeah, I find, at least on the dives I've been on, that people tend to want to see that more than anything else. I believe the slopes were 0 to 40, so the red is quite slopey, but I was not able to confirm that.
That would 40 would be our steepest.
Yeah,
so far.
That'd be pretty sharp.
Hey, Bob. When I do gauge checks, I should do it with thrusters on for Argus.
For Argus?
Yeah, when I do the gauge checks later and like the voltages and the ground faults
Oh. Well, we don't want to turn
later.
forward on. We're not going to turn forward on
Add
at
on.
all.
Okay, gotcha.
Just leave it off.
I'm gonna put that in the dive log.
Somebody help me remember to write the wind down every now and then.
Write what down?
The wind.
Write the wind down every.
Oh, every time you remember to tell me.
I don't know, it might be too soon. You know,
Yeah?
5 minutes from now. Hey,
Are you that good?
you got the weather?
You lock on, you're like, give me a task.
It's more like I'm afraid of forgetting, so I'll just
Repeat it over.
gotta be small intervals. Yeah.
I know I won't remember unless I set my alarm every 5 minutes. Nobody wants that.
No. Too fast. It ain't going.
That's all she wrote.
Maxed out.
Jess is always messing with it. Bringing which way it goes.
How do you know when you're getting what you want out of it?
Well, I'm trying to look for noise.
Okay.
So I want to get some noise so I know that it's working, you know? There, noise.
Is that a jelly?
So you get noise
That's
if you
pretty cool.
put your high frequency sensitivity
So
down?
there's there's
Wah!
Kylie. Oh, and then Bob. Oh.
Sorry. Sorry. It's noisy now.
It sure is. Okay, so anyway, I like to see some noise because then I can try and pick something out. If the gain or the sensitivity is way down, then
Yep.
I don't know if it's like we're not getting anything or we're just not there yet.
Okay.
But Jess is always messing with it, which is great when you're on the bottom, but
Yeah.
in the water column trying to find it, then it's not great. We need a sticker up here somewhere that says what the setting.
I don't want to put it closer.
You tell him.
You didn't even have to tell me what it was.
He's
Just
gonna make frowny face at you.
you can't even see it through my mask.
I don't know if you two should be allowed on watch together. It's a lot. It's a lot for the listening public. I like literally just jumped out of my skin. Oh, too fun.
So we should start seeing something pretty soon here.
Yeah. Is this better? I did move it. Okay.
What? Who invited you aboard anyway?
Who are you snarking on right
Al.
now? he insulting you through your headset. Sure. Or
Poor guy
stunned.
doesn't look too good.
Could have been a stunned fish.
He doesn't look too good.
I don't know. Doesn't give me warm fuzzies here, huh? Hey, what's this guy? Gain.
You want me to stop at 1,000 anyway until we see it?
No.
No?
No.
You want to keep careening at 30 meters a minute? Just straight into the bottom.
You make it sound pretty dramatic.
Well, I can't see the bottom, and
Well,
I know.
well, we have two other altitude sensors.
Okay.
So we have the Doppler, which should pick up at 80.
You'll start seeing all 4
Yeah.
beams. Okay.
Well, yeah. We'll see. Yeah, that. You might want to slow down. Look, over there. Check it out.
All right, cool.
Check it out. Well, here, you monkey with it. Get that to look better.
All right.
That's here. I'll do this.
Oh, come on. Come on.
Nobody else asked for that.
Don't punish all of us.
Squid.
What, you really couldn't hear him before? Really?
He could hear me fine.
I'll put that back. I changed the range.
Okay.
150.
You can see if you can get a sharper line on that.
Yep.
Then write down those numbers.
Okay.
I have a question.
So one's for down here, I think.
Which one's which? Ah! Okay.
Figure it out.
No.
if you're changing numbers here,
Yeah.
then and you see something happen, and these are the numbers for this.
Yeah.
Those are the numbers for that.
Okay. So I'm doing it good.
Bob.
Yes.
All right, so looking at depth and altitude, where is the pressure sensor on Herc?
Where is the pressure
Or
sensor?
like physically on the vehicle?
It's down low mid vehicle. It's like right behind the drawer on the starboard
Okay,
side.
so it's pretty far down. And
Yep.
then your altitude is just how far
Well, that's
that pressure sensor is?
no, we get depth from the pressure sensor.
Yeah.
We get altitude from the Doppler.
Okay.
So we won't. The
We won't get
altitude's
it
going to
till we
be
get it.
bogus until we start getting beams, and we'll start getting beams at like 80 meters.
Right. And so with the depth,
So pretty soon we should. Yeah. So now we're starting to get some Doppler hits, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then there, boom, we got altitude.
Right. And so because of where the pressure sensor is, it would really be depth
it's
plus altitude to get
3%
the
right
seafloor depth.
Yes, you got to add them together.
Okay.
Right.
Just wanted to make sure I was thinking
Okay,
about it
where
right.
you at?
I'm coming down faster now. Our delta's big. Clicking too much.
Your auto thing's slipping.
I guess so, yeah.
And you're going to come all stop at 30.
Okay. I gotta stop, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll stop.
Sure.
Oh, okay.
You keep going.
I
Mo.
adjusted my the range and I got freaked out. Freaky. All right, I'm at 30 meters off bottom.
Raj.
I'll stop.
Raj. All right, you can go auto head.
Auto head. Auto heading on. Power and enabling aft thruster.
What are the cheese puff looking things
Where?
by folks? They were just like white cheese puffs floating around. Not them. Different
Cheese puffs.
They're definitely cheese puffs.
Somebody's hungry.
I am actually really hungry. Kylie was right. The Lara bar is not
I
breakfast.
told you.
Okay, Callie, you're almost. Oh, well, I got bottom there.
It's like a
You
rubber
can come
bandius.
down a little bit.
Okay. Paying out.
And I'm still going down.
Well, there's rocks.
All right, I'm going to hold there. Okay, and
Good.
then you can spin around and look at me.
Okay.
Do you want us to zoom in on the rocks and take a look at the surfaces before we go anywhere? Or?
We got to do all our camera business, and I got to figure out my ballasts first. come down some more.
Yes.
This is Al sitting in the video seat, making sure I can be heard. It's soft, but I can see I'm barely hitting the meters. But it's clean. Excellent.
Okay, so did you already reset?
Nope, I was waiting until you
Oh, yeah,
stood still
do
for
your
a little
thing.
bit.
Do your
Yep.
thing.
Will do. Give me two more hits. All right, go ahead and reset. Good?
Go for it.
Okay, BVL's resets.
Happen here.
Didn't do it, I didn't.
Sure.
Do you need help?
There's one over here. Oh, there you are.
The behind the scenes I should be filming.
I'll try auto XY and see if it. You can do your white balance. Maybe. Oh, is that good enough?
we're good to go.
All right. You want to zoom out?
We're at 4% O2 saturation right here too, though.
Higher.
Ouch.
Higher than it was yesterday.
Yeah.
So we're just commenting for people watching that we're not seeing a lot of animals down there on the sediment or the rocks. Yesterday when we landed on the base of the Patton Escarpment, there was a lot of life. Sea pens, brittle stars, sea cucumbers.
All right. We all good?
I'm good. Are you good?
I'm good now. Sort of.
All right.
All right. What are we doing?
All right, science. Here we are. So we are currently a little offset from point M, or the start point. I'm not sure how super important that is for you.
I can get over there.
Yep, if they want to get
Well, there's nothing magic about the launch target.
there. Okay.
Okay, so I would say given time, we probably want to make, do you want to look at the rocks here, Kira, before we go?
Yeah, we could do a quick zoom in, just see if on some of the ones a little bit ahead that are a little bit more exposed.
Yep.
Like that black one. Just curious if we're getting these nice botryoidal textures.
Is this okay here? Or?
Yeah, that's great. Just a little zoom in.
Okay, go ahead and zoom.
Yeah, that looks like ferromanganese crust.
Ooh.
That's good.
Black, it's got these nice kind of bubbly textures, definitely covered in sediment, but this is definitely the mineralization that we're hoping for in this area.
And these minerals form over millions of years, is that
Yeah,
correct?
ferromanganese crusts grow on average about 1 millimeter per million years, depending on where they are. Really rich in lots of different metals, but mainly made out of iron and manganese oxides, why they're called ferromanganese crusts. We could get data loggers to grab an image here.
Yeah, got him.
And
Cool.
we have serpulids on the rocks, and maybe
That's
there's a
pretty.
solitary coral. It's hard to tell. Light sediment cover.
You want to look around on the rock here a little bit?
Those might be foraminifera, the little white beads.
But remind me, Lisa, we're not picking up any rocks until we deploy the
That's
colonization
correct.
experiment.
So I was thinking we would head over towards our first target.
We're actually pretty light, so I think it was a little miscalculation because we had some unknowns there. We didn't have water weights for those deployments.
Oh, there's a scale worm. Could you pan up for just a minute, please? Right at the top of the view, there's a nice polychaete.
Sorry.
There it is. I guess, are we zoomed in all the way?
Correct.
Scale worm on the surface. Okay, are you?
Yeah,
Yep.
we can.
Let's zoom
So
back out.
Were you
and-
saying that we could
travel.
get one rock?
We can get a rock. Yeah, we're pretty light.
Okay,
so-
but we have something in every bio box, and so I'm not.
I can move the up front. I could move the two rocks together, you know, in one compartment, so you'd have an open compartment.
I think I want to just
Okay, we can
move
do
to deploy.
okay, let's do that.
I think we're not
Well-
going to collect anything here.
Okay.
Thank you for offering.
I'm probably going to be too light now because.
So you need a rock. Is this what I'm hearing? Is what do
what
we
he's
want a
trying
rock?
to say, guys, is that he really wants to rock.
Are you sure you don't
Okay,
want to rock?
let's zoom back out. If
I'm
you need
happy-
a rock
I'm
Yeah.
so
happy
that
to-
we can move properly.
I could use a rock.
Okay.
It'd be really great if we had
Good
a
to
rock.
zoom out.
Zoom out, please.
Yeah, we'll have to find one that looks easy for you to grab easily.
I would say can we start moving along our dive track, and if we see a rock that Bob likes that's big enough,
Well, it's not what I like.
yeah, well,
All right, are you okay with that plan?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're skipping the launch site, which was M, and you want us to head straight up towards N, which will start taking us upslope, correct?
right. I think what we'd like to do is deploy the colonization experiments on rock.
Okay. So
Yeah,
we'll s-
I wouldn't, yeah, if we see something good that looks grabbable, it would be nice to have a rock from the lower part of the dive, the deeper part.
we'll step pretty slow, and we can always stop.
Okay, like
So
most
how-
of this looks pretty
How about
attached.
that little one on the right?
Yeah.
That oblong thing. It looks like
Yeah,
it only
that
weighs about 6 tons.
You want to get this perfect. in
This
every
one,
way.
yep.
Okay, for real. Ready to go?
Yep.
Okay, we're going to be going, it's about 250 meters to N, taking our time looking around, and it's going to be a bearing of 106.
like a pumpkin.
pilots.
10 what?
106.
What is that?
Oh, you want to look at that? Zoom in?
No, it's okay. I'm just commenting. It looks like a purple pumpkin.
Can we zoom in?
Oh, it's a sea urchin. Nice. I don't know which one. It's a regular urchin of some sort. Not
Hey, can you give me
Strongylocentrotus
some
fragilis.
leash? I'm getting yanked on a little bit. Well, it's not you. It's me.
Wow. Did everyone hear that?
It's recorded.
All right, we seen this guy?
Yes,
Did
thank
he
you.
zoom out?
You got a picture?
I did, yep.
And there's a sponge in the background.
Okay, ready?
Yeah. But so Kira and Bob would like to collect a rock. So
Yeah.
if anybody sees something that
Oh, this
looks,
looks promising over here, maybe.
how do you feel about that one?
Which one? I can never
Well,
tell.
Okay.
I'm not there yet. I'm just
That
Yeah?
one?
somewhere over here.
It's a little big. But yeah, Lisa, I don't
This-
know if,
This looks like, is that a nodule down there? Maybe?
When I draw on this, does it show up there?
Yeah.
You might have to just shout at us because Bob's often looking at that one. So if you say, look at the telestrator if we don't notice.
okay.
So there's clearly animal life on the rocks. There's sponges, several over towards the right.
Yeah, you can come down some. Watch the,
Yeah,
just give me some,
I just did.
okay.
Yeah.
I see a little rock over there.
I wonder if that would come off.
Yeah, if you can break,
It's
if
got
you
a
can,
bunch of serpulids and whatnots on it.
This rock right here?
directly in front.
Well, down where the lasers are right there.
Oh, where the
Okay.
lasers are.
I
This
Yeah,
don't know
if
if that's, I don't know if that'll come off, but
If you can break from
Maybe.
outcrop, I love it.
yeah. Or maybe on the, over there on the side there, like there, where the lasers are. I don't know.
Yeah,
We could
the
poke
thicker
around a little
the
bit.
thicker the
Okay.
better,
Do some poking.
but probably the thicker the harder to break.
Yeah.
You want a little zoom there?
Yeah, can you zoom in for image capture before you grab it?
Yep.
Thank you.
Well, I don't know what I can get yet, but yeah. I mean,
Can we zoom on that other one you looked at too on the left?
Maybe we should just deploy the experiments here.
You
It
could.
might make our life easier.
That looks a little more,
that's kind of crust-like, I think, maybe. Like a thin piece.
Yeah, maybe.
yeah.
Right?
So that's not as appealing, right?
Yeah, not as much age growth on a thinner crust, but easier to grab from outcrop with the ROV.
Okay.
Maybe.
We zoom out. I just need to kind of poke it and see what it's all about anyway. Oh.
Sometimes you just got to poke it.
Can you zoom in?
It's pretty hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's crust,
Whoa.
yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, there's your
And
rock.
it wasn't very thick. I think that one's at the
Ooh.
bottom of the hill now.
You want a
But
picture of the
Sure.
face?
zoom in on it?
Oh, interesting.
So tell us what we're seeing. Iron.
Yeah, definitely some kind of iron manganese deposit. That really bright red iron staining is kind of unique.
So it looks like we just busted the crust off of the,
Can we pick up the
Outside,
piece
though.
that just fell?
maybe if it didn't fall too far down the hill.
You guys
You
get
zoom out?
capture?
Yeah, good capture.
Maybe right there to the right.
Yeah, I
Looks like
think
the
it's
red.
Is that it?
no higher
I
up,
don't. Oh,
Where's my
zoom in
pokey
some?
stick?
right there. It's like just to the lower left of the ROV
this,
arm.
but it's just a wee little. That's
Yeah.
a chip.
That's not the piece that he just knocked
I think it
off.
went down the hill.
Okay.
Pretty sure. This is.
It might be right under your
Is this rock of
front porch.
interest or
Yeah,
not
that could
really?
be of interest. Can you grab the
Yeah.
lower hook of that guy? Ooh.
Oh, that
So-
is the piece that fell off.
Cool.
That's what I thought. Is it big enough for you, Bob, to help us with weight? Or do you
No.
need something bigger?
that's a wee little rock. Yeah. I mean
It
that's.
looks pretty thin.
It's a nice
Yeah.
rock. Can we zoom
it's
in
kinda
and take a
thin,
picture
though,
of
right?
the creatures?
Ooh, a little
It's
brittle
got a
star.
bit of brittle star. What else has it got? Some sponge, some foraminifera, arborescent foraminifera on the surface.
Ooh.
Nice crust. I guess that does look like the piece
It's
that
pretty.
broke.
Does look
Yeah.
like crust, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's a keeper.
Okay, but
But we
I
don't
mean,
have
this
any.
isn't going to gain us anything.
It's too small to
Yeah.
get you weight.
Plus, we didn't move anything out of the box before we did this, so you know.
It was a tease.
No, I think we have so little dive time today. I think we should keep this rock
Okay.
if there's a way we can.
So can we zoom out?
Can you put it in the forward box?
Yeah, I just have to move the other.
Well, you can.
That's okay. We can get it. We'll work it out. Okay, Kylie, out with the box.
Okay, out with tool tray out.
So, we're gonna have to do a little rooting around in there, but
Perhaps you can put
You
the
can
rock
gingerly.
in and then pull the
yeah.
the
Does you care which
on his-
side?
no, that side's fine.
Okay.
So that would be
Okay. We're doing a sample here. So this is sample
Rock one?
036.
036.
Well, I don't really have to pull this out, right? Or
well.
do you want to move it
But
the
yeah,
other side?
move it to the other side
All right.
if it's easy.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's white 1. White 6.
Maybe it's easy.
Then leave it. If it's not easy, just leave it in.
You've got a little perspective with the bubble cam.
I can't deal with bubble
I know you
cam
don't
looking
like it
backwards.
upside down.
Can't. My brain don't work that way.
Which when you get a chance, read me the long signal, or maybe I'll get Gabe to do it. It's fine.
Tool tray in?
Yep.
Coming in. Is that a problem? Or just close it on it?
Not a problem for me.
All right. Well, okay.
Great. Well, sorry it wasn't bigger, but I like it.
We just need to get more and more.
Yeah, we need more substantial rock. It doesn't really have to be a sample, but wait, is that a sponge over
That's
there?
pretty cool.
Yeah, that's a big sponge over there.
Yeah, that's another thing is I can take any rocks to analyze, even if we can't do the quantitative biology.
Okay.
If you see a big honker you like.
So where are we going to put a rock once we get it? Because we just used the extra space we had for a sample.
We're going to need to deploy the colonization experiments, and
Okay. You're pulling me.
I'm
Oh,
thinking.
can we? Sorry.
I pulled
need
up a
to-
little because you went up, but
Can we get moved over on top of me? I'm getting yanked about here.
Video, can you zoom in on the biology, please? The sponge, crab, and sea urchins. Thank you.
What's your
Beautiful.
heading
That's
right now,
sorta-
Charlie?
That's
my
sorta,
heading is I'm on the wrong screen.
Lisa, that's sort of
135.
Okay.
that's breaking protocol for you to tell them to zoom in.
Oh,
'cause
I'm
that's
not
my-
allowed to?
No, that's my because I'm driving by that camera, so
Bridge now.
Oh,
you have
sorry.
to ask me to zoom in on stuff, and then
Sorry. Next time.
Well, yeah, my heading keeps changing because I'm pulling, but
yeah, we just need to get in place here.
no problem.
How's that for you, Bob?
Yeah, we just have a lot of
Okay.
sediment, but you can zoom in now.
So, Bob,
Crab ran
I
off.
think that we can deploy the experiments here.
Okay, I just
And you can tell us where, get in a comfortable place to do that.
I just still need the rock. That one little chip isn't going to do it. It was only a couple ounces. So
Are you going to put it on the front porch or?
yeah, I can just find a hole for it up front somewhere.
Okay.
There's a couple nice looking boulders between that crack
Yeah.
below the
Okay,
spout.
zoom out.
Just to the left over there.
Yeah, I think that. I don't know if I can reach down in that gully, but we'll see. All right. Well, I have to wait anyway because the ship's. We've gone way off of this point. I don't have any tether left. Huh?
The ship didn't go anywhere. You went somewhere. The ship didn't go off that thing.
I was going.
Oh, we don't need to go there. We're not. You're just.
Well, now we're
exploring.
here though.
All right. So I'm gonna put it in. Either way, I'm moving the ship, but the ship hadn't moved at all.
Help me.
You're okay.
I don't know what I'm looking at.
I'm
Just
trying.
let go.
I know.
Just- Let go.
Accept it.
Bridge nav. We got another 10 meter step, maybe 240. 240.
It is an impressive sponge.
Probably old.
Yeah. I love that it's covered in that little doily on the top of it.
So, Bob, to be clear, you need a big rock before we can do any other
Yeah,
operations.
I would like to because we're deploying all of the samples in the one deployment, right? So that's like 35, 40 pounds of stuff, maybe. Although the ballast didn't work out. It's rough not knowing the exact weights of things. I have to guess a bit.
So Steve writes, this is a goniasterid star, and the glass sponge is a euplectellid.
Yep.
Stressing me out.
I'm trying, Kylie. I'm sorry.
Well, he keeps pulling me. He's still moving.
He's anxious. He's anxious to do something and I'm holding him up. We're just getting the ship over Hercules,
That
so
looks
that
like
is
a
more
decent
tether.
rock up there, maybe.
Yeah. Or even right next to your shelf on the right. Kind of hovering over it now.
That one's not very big. The one in the back looks blockier and heavier. I don't know.
He wants a really big
Make a
rock.
geologist happy.
It's great if it's actually a crust.
Right?
You're going to be Kira's best friend if you pick up that big rock.
60-pound chunk.
Yeah, I'm into it.
Bridge nav, another step 240, please. Yep, thank you.
We're hearing the sea urchin may be Erasoma leptalium from Eric Burton. Good.
Yeah, I got that.
So you transfer the names from the chat to the observations. Got Jamie Conrad.
Yay.
Oh, it's been so long since I played the Where is Argus game. I so missed it.
Hmm?
So I had a month off from the Where is Argus game, and I really missed it.
Hey, Bob, do you mind if I zoom in to this little crack right here?
Oh, go for it.
Nope. Got all kinds
Oh,
of
I
little
can
things
sort of
living
see
in
my
the
down
rock.
cam now.
Yay.
All right.
Cool little sponge.
Somewhere.
Sponge looks like it could also be a bryozoan that wants to be a sponge. Hard to tell. Oh, it's Faria. Okay.
These are cool rocks.
Some interesting texture.
Bowling balls.
Shiny.
Can you turn a little bit,
Conglomerate.
Kylie? I think you have them there.
I think he's, yeah. I'm going to find him.
Got all
I
sorts
found him.
Bum, ba, bum.
hitting.
Follow the light.
There you are.
Thank you. Okay, that's better.
Okay, can we zoom back out? I think I got enough leash now.
Oop. Traveling over the sponge.
You going for that big blob?
Yeah, we're going to see.
It's a little angular. Could have a crust.